Looks like our overhead camera is giving me some issues here. Let's see if I give it the old turn off on. Okay, so I switched the microphone on and off. Now I'm going to switch the overhead camera on and off. And no luck yet. Come on, buddy. Why y'all frozen up? This guy's on his last leg. He's going to have to get the boot sent to retirement soon. We'll give it one last quick reboot, and then we'll just get started. It's not critical. It's working for now. It's just a matter of if it's going to freeze up within 10 seconds. We'll see. All right, good evening, guys. Welcome to another round of Pick Your Team 2025 Top Stadium Club. This one's all set and squared away on the sidebar if you want to make sure your teams are properly assigned. Now's the time to do it. Give me a shout if not. While you're doing that, I'll crack open this box. We'll get started. We had a nice random teams box earlier this afternoon at 1 o'clock. If you didn't watch it, go check it out. At least the recap, I think, is worth scoping. That was a fun one. Yeah, let's slide our light on over here and get right to it, huh? First pack up of 16. 8 cards per pack, 1 red foil per pack. I'm going to find 2 bronzes in here at some point. Gleyber Torres, and of course an auto. Bo Bichette, Paul Konerko. Garcia Parra is our first red foil. Jackson Merrill, Jose Altuve, Drake Baldwin, and Larry Walker. Okay, it's been a couple boxes, I think, since we've had a Baldwin. That's nice. Sleeve up our insert and our red foil. On to pack 2. Nice. Nick Kurtz. Mike Piazza. Michael Harris. Shota Imanaga is red foil. Concentration is Zach Wheeler. All right, we got a Dylan Cruz. Juan Soto. Sonny Gray. That was a nice pack for rookies. Nick Kurtz and Dylan Cruz in the same pack. Cool. On to pack 3. Mark McGwire. Matt Olson. Giancarlo Stanton. Red foil is C.J. Abrams. Case of emergency is Jacob Wilson. Brenton Doyle. Kumar Rocker. And Adel Amador. Pack 4. Yu Darvish. Frank Thomas. Vladdy Jr. Red foils Jackson Chourio. Concentration Chris Sale. Mason Wynn. Acuna. And Buster Posey. Got a new Pick Your Team posted up, guys. Going back to a Hobbyist Series 1, 2026 Top Series 1. Pick your team. That just went up shortly before we went live here with this one. maybe 30 minutes ago. So there's still plenty of good teams left in that if you want to go snag one. Christian Walker, Sajasi, Riley Green, red foil, Luis Angel Acuna. Nice black and white, Brenton Doyle, Matt Chapman, Julio Rodriguez, Luis Castillo. Okay, throw that on a stand. Top load this one. Cool. Sugano, Skeens, Christian Campbell, Matt Chapman for red foil, Nolan Ryan for bronze, Zach Wheeler, Freddie Freeman, and James Wood. Should have one more of these coming along. Cool. Chase Utley. Nomar Garciaparra. Godai Senga. Red foil Francisco Alvarez. And then there's our second bronze. It's Young Ho Lee. That's a cool photo. Greg Maddux, Matt McLean, and Barry Larkin. Other than the baseball break, I also threw up our first Marvel Studios break. That's 3 blasters of 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel Studios. So all the movie stuff. Chance for some cool autos in that. 4 Raywave parallels in each blaster. I think we're over half full in it already, so if you want a spot in that, I'd recommend getting to it. Because I think we'll probably break that tomorrow. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Luke Keeschel. Chase Petty. Justin Henry Malloy. Red foil is Yuri Perez. Bryce Harper. Justin Verlander. And Cody Bellinger. Red foil rookie. And another rookie. Mick Abel. Luis Ariz. Benintendi. Red foil is Bryce Terang. Yours for the taking, Matt Shaw. Pete Alonso. Junior Caminero. Johan Santana. That puts us 1 pack over halfway through the box. Chipper Jones. William Contreras. Ketel Marte. Red foil is Frank Thomas. Yours for the taking, Juan Soto. Rhett Lauder. Jose Ramirez. Tatis. was the big World Baseball Classic day. Can't wait. George Kirby. Kyle Manzardo, Trevor Hoffman, Trey Turner, Manny Machado, Savage Slugger there, Garrett Crochet, Chase Meadroth, and George Brett. I feel like I need to get out there and get myself a Team USA hat or something. Dylan Cease, Kevin Alcantara, Young Ho Lee, Red Foil Dylan Cease, Reggie Jackson, Savage Slugger, Ben Rice, Prince Fielder, and Honus Wagner. Suppose I'll make another push right now for fantasy baseball. I'll keep playing that broken record up until sign-ups are complete. You got about 2 weeks left for that. The 20th will be the last day you can register. So, well, either that or until we completely fill. If we get up to about 28 teams, we'll shut it down. I don't want the leagues to get too big, So, either or, whichever one happens first. Either way, come join us. It's a lot of fun. All right, we got 4 packs left, and one of them has an auto. Trey Turner, Pedro Martinez, Garrett Cole, red foil is Julio, Nolan Arenado, Albert Pujols, Wyatt Langford, and Ichiro. Sandy Alcantara, Lawrence Butler, Mackenzie Gore, Seiya Suzuki, red foil is Mason Wynn, Yuri Perez, Jacob deGrom, Francisco Alvarez. Coming down to it. 50-50 shot. Mookie Betts, Caden Dana, Jackson Chorio, Buster Posey. Man, these are all landscapes. Spencer Strider, there we go. Chase Dolander, Austin Riley, and Ezekiel Tovar. Man, that was 6 out of 8. Landscape. Alright, so the auto should be in here. That reminds me, the missing hit claim from the other day, that has been filed, and Tots has emailed back that it's been completed, so should be coming back, hopefully, pretty soon. We'll reveal that when it does. But here's our last pack, and should have an auto in here somewhere. Let's skip ahead a few. Jackson Merrill, Michael Bush, Denzel Clark, Hunter Green, Ben Williamson. That's an autograph. Shane Bieber. Red foil is deGrom. And that is Stephen Kwan. Nice one. Going to Chuck. Cool, Chuck. I'm a Stephen Kwan fan. I like that. That's cool. One of my faves to watch when I head over to Cleveland. I try to get to Cleveland 2 or 3 times a year. It's about 3 hours away from me, but it's the closest ballpark other than Toronto, and I just like the atmosphere in Cleveland a little bit more, their ballpark and stuff. That's just me. Cool one. All right, let's sleeve up the last couple here, and then we'll jump to the recap. Pick Your Team Series 1 hobby is up if you want to get in on our next break. Marvel Blasters, too, if you want to get in on that. Otherwise, here we go. Little recap. Here's some sleeved up rookies. Denzel Clark, Ben Williamson, Caden Dana, Chase Meadroth, Rhett Lauder, Mick Abel, Chase Petty, Henry Malloy, Sagano, Adele Amador, and Kumar Rocker. Inserts: Reggie Jackson, Manny Machado, Juan Soto, Matt Shaw, Chris Sale, Jacob Wilson, Zach Wheeler, Jackson Merrill. Our red foil vets included Jacob deGrom, Buster Posey, Mason Wynn, Julio Rodriguez, Dylan Cease, Trey Turner, Frank Thomas, Bryce Terang, Yuri Perez, Matt Chapman, Jackson Chorio, CJ Abrams, Imanaga, and Garcia Parra. And then that takes us to our top-loaded stuff. Chase Nolander, Kevin Alcantara, Ben Rice, Luke Keeschel, Young Ho Lee for a bronze. Alvarez was me not paying attention and thinking that was a rookie. Christian Campbell. Number 2 bronze was Nolan Ryan, James Wood, Acuna, Sajasi Acuna, Dylan Cruz, Nick Kurtz, and Drake Baldwin. That takes us back here to the main stand. We had a black and white Brenton Doyle. And the autograph tonight, Stephen Kwan. All right, guys, I'll be around on the Discord and such. If you need me, you can always email me, departurebreaks@gmail.com. But if you head to discord.gg/departurebreaks in your web browser and click join, you can DM me there. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Messages icon in the app always works. Download that if you'd like. That's it from me for tonight. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for some Marvel and some Series 1. You guys rest up until then. World Baseball Classic.